Greetings, YouTube. This is Remnant Reacts, and today we'll be reacting to a death battle. It'll be Iron Man versus Batman. Death Battle is owned by the good folks at Rooster Teeth. I fully support their content. They create awesome web shows such as Ruby, Red vs. Blue, and No Man to Nowhere. With that being said, let's begin.
Right now, use code BATTLE at checkout at Adam and Eve and get almost any one item for 50% off.
Not really for
What's
me,
better
but
than
maybe
getting
for someone
something
else.
for half off?
Getting something for free, right?
Even better than that, getting 10 things for free.
Enter offer code BATTLE at checkout and get 10
I'm sure someone
free
will
gifts.
enjoy that.
That's a fun gift for him, a special item for her,
Yeah.
and a third.
Here we are.
Batman, DC's vengeful crusader of the night.
Iron Man, Marvel's genius billionaire playboy philanthropist.
These two mortal men have used their intellect and determination to
And wealth.
take their place alongside gods.
And being filthy, stinking rich
That's
sure
what I
doesn't hurt
said.
either. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And I'm Remnant
And
Reacts.
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
That's right, he's back.
Yeah, he's
In
back
case
again,
you're one
third
of the
time
many
running.
psycho supervillains stalking the streets of Gotham City, I would make peace with whatever god you pray to, because they won't
I
save
don't
you
pray to
from the
gods, gods pray to
goddamn
me.
Batman.
But before he dressed like a giant rodent and employed little boys in booty shorts as meat shields,
Yeah,
he was
not
Bruce.
exactly the most sane moment. Recruiting kids into combat, man, you got a few mental issues. Okay, let's break Brucey down. He's 6'2", taller than me. He weighs more than me too. CEO, obviously. He's also a vigilante on the side. Founded the Justice League. I wonder who the other smartest man on Earth is. Amanda Waller considers him a metahuman. Well, yeah, he's a man pushed to the limits of humanity. I wouldn't consider him one, although he has learned how to appear so in the mind of his enemies. And want to know why you said, oh no, don't do that. Don't reference that horrible film.
Wayne, scion of the multi-billion-dollar company, Wayne Enterprises.
Wayne's got their tech. Wayne Tech's got their hands in everything. I think they own the Daily Planet. I think.
Till Mommy Daddy got 360 no-scope, leaving Bruce with a void inside him that could only be filled.
Kind of Bats' his own fault there. He was afraid of bats, and they were watching. I think it was Zorro. Or something that was involving bats, and he made his parents leave early, and that's what got them killed. So I think he's somewhat blaming himself for this incident.
By the never-ending quest for justice and vengeance.
That
And
night,
vengeance.
Bruce Wayne died, and the Batman was born. He would devote his life to perfecting his body and mind to become more than human. He would transcend his own mortality into legend, a nightmare to haunt evildoers till the end of time.
Jesus Christ! I feel like Zoloft and therapy would
Is
work
that
too,
Hugo
but...
Strange? I don't know if it is Hugo Strange. That is the name, I think. Okay.
Okay, whatever works.
Batman's resume is absurd. He's mastered 127 martial arts,
Yeah.
trained in stealth and assassination, and
Typical
is
for the
a
Bats.
super genius with a photographic memory. He's
Ooh, photograph memory. He curses it. I wonder what made him curse that.
the world's greatest detective, bar none.
Like how the League of Shadows needs to keep erasing Batman's memories because he keeps finding their secret bases. Or
And he keeps dating the head's daughter, Talia.
the time he found a dead body with no entry or exit wound and a 40-year-old bullet nearby, and somehow determined it must have been fired backwards in time.
Wow.
Despite being a master marksman, escape artist, forensic scientist, mechanical engineer,
And Ninja,
Yeah, he's
one
also a
of
ninja.
Batman's assets stands above them all.
is Fat Stacks. Fats has poured his
Yeah, he's
billions
rich.
into tactical armor and
Standard suit, yeah, not gonna stand up to Iron Man. Justice Buster, don't know about that. Final Bat suit, okay. Hellbat. Oh, it stood up to Darkseid. I wonder how that happened.
gadgets for every conceivable situation. If there's one word to describe Batman, it's prepared.
Made of reinforced Kevlar and titanium, his batsuit can resist knives and gunfire, and even protected him from this massive explosion.
How
Judging
he
by the
died from
size of
this
the
is beyond
detonation,
me.
Batman's distance from the epicenter, and the surface area of his body, he must have withstood a blast of nearly 60 tons of TNT.
His cowl comes with night vision, infrared, and a radio, while his utility belt is chock full of smoke bombs, herb toxins, a grappling hook, and batarangs, which he can control midair and set to explode.
It was these tools that allowed Batman to wage his one-man war on crime.
But once he got over his angsty loner phase, he helped found the Justice League of America in order to bring his
Mayor, I love the Justice League show. It's just awesome, although Superman's face was bad during the first season.
personal brand of Bat Justice to the entire world.
And Batman's knack for schemes and preparation skyrocketed the match, turning him into the Bat God we all know and meme.
Oh, that meme. Somebody says prep time. Bat doesn't need prep time, but he does. He really does. It's one of his weak points. He relies on it too much.
Like the time he developed a backup personality that would ensure he functions as Batman in case of a psychological attack that...
Ooh, really? The Batman of Zur en Ara. Yeah, that guy's kind of a psycho.
Drove him mad. A backup human operating system. Like a computer, but it's his brain.
He even has plans tailored to his teammates' weaknesses should they ever go rogue. He's developed contingencies for everything, which is why Bats comes prepared with extra suits for any occasion.
What?
Yeah, I think Raj Al Ghul took advantage of this at one point, and it nearly killed the whole Justice League.
Like his Nightfall exosuit to battle Bane, or the Justice Buster, which he obviously designed to combat the Justice
He
League.
didn't really need the first suit to battle Bane. I've seen him take out Bane by himself, but it pays to be prepared.
He even got a final Batsuit from his sixth-dimensional self that can rewrite your mind.
But my favorite is his stylish zebra suit, which he wore
Sometimes, I don't know why he creates these wacky suits sometimes. Some are okay and awesome, but some are just what was going through his brain.
after getting weird Magneto powers. They just made his suit look like this for some reason. There's also the Rainbow Batman suit, the Suit of Sorrows, and of course, the Bat Nipples. Chicks dig the Bat Nipples. All paid for with the Bat credit card. Never leave the cave without it.
But perhaps
I hate
his
that
greatest
film.
suit of armor, the one designed to put him on the same level of insane mind-bending power as his league teammates, is the Hellbat.
AKA the single coolest looking thing ever invented.
Forged by Superman in the heart of the sun, each
Really?
member of the Justice League contributed to this monstrous mech's abilities.
And boy does it show, the Hellbat is absolutely hardcore.
Made of nanokinetic mesh, it can shapeshift around Batman's body and operates via telepathic link.
It can fly, turn invisible, and fire a bat-shaped chest laser. And by diverting all the suit's power into his fists, he can use the Devastator, a punch powered by Wonder Woman's strength. And she's strong enough to yank
lift
the
the
friggin'
goddamn
Earth
Earth.
around. Though it does have a 95% chance of giving
Oh, I love that Simpsons episode.
bats a heart attack.
Which he has given himself to save all of Gotham City on at least one occasion. It's that level of insane drive that pushed him to use the Hellbat in his one-man invasion of Apocalypse
Whoa,
in
when
order
did he
to
do
bring
that?
his son back to life.
You know, Apocalypse,
Damien.
home to the god of evil himself, Darkseid.
He's not a man you
Batman
wanna mess
stared
with.
down the final boss of DC Comics and actually kicked his ass.
This is incredible, considering Darkseid is a being strong enough to destroy entire universes and fast enough to fly to the edge of the universe in seconds. Since the DC universe is
Darkseid
significantly
is.
larger than our own, that would be over 600 quintillion times the speed of light.
How many zeros is that? 1, 2, 5, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 zeros. Wow. Or 19 if you count this. Either way, impressive.
That same Darkseid avatar even took a Shoryuken from Alan Scott, who was amped up from the energy of the multiverse. And Bats cleaned his clock just as hard.
But this incalculable strength is drawn from Batman's own life force, specifically his metabolism. Should any fight with the Hellbat go on too long, Batman may succumb to its hunger before
Ooh.
finishing the fight himself. Or absorb someone else's biomass for fuel.
Ew.
That works too.
So
How?
basically, you'd have to be completely batshit insane to pilot this thing. And Bats, is... Yeah, sorry to
Not
break it to
mentally
you,
all
but the
there.
grown man that wears his underwear on the outside isn't all there.
In keeping with being a perfectionist, though, he's completely aware of this. That's why he does not kill. Because if he did, he understands that he can't trust himself to know when to stop.
Batman has outsmarted the nigh-omniscient Met...
So the White Martian team, HyperClan, I don't know what that trial is, but I don't want him to try it. Took down 100 armed guards. Well, it's probably the least insane feat on this list. Built Brother Eye, basically Big Brother looking over your shoulder. Saved the multiverse from the Hyper Adapter. Don't know what that is. Became a god and then gave it up again because status quo is god. brought the dead back to life, and has defeated the Joker. Okay, fair enough. Superman, wow. Darkseid, yeah, Darkseid, mentioned earlier. And the Justice League, yeah, the Justice League, Tower of Babel, Raj Al Ghul. I think it was in the Tower of Babel series, I think. At least I think that is. But Batman is not one you want to underestimate.
Megatron defeated his dark counterpart, the Batman Who Laughs, and humiliated Superman in a one-on-one fight.
With plenty of prep.
Wait, that one's not canon.
Nope.
That one he technically had help. Yeah, that one.
Although many of his greatest accomplishments have been aided by his exceptional prep work and foreknowledge, he's no stranger to being put on the spot, even in the face of Armageddon. Who else would kick the Spectre, the Angel of Wrath, God's divine judgment, in the face, and then tell him to get the hell out of his city?
I'll tell you who.
Yeah, you do not anger the Spectre at all. The Spectre is Wrath of God, killed the firstborn of Egypt, basically God having a hissy fit. You do not mess with the Spectre, and Batman did it anyway. The balls on this guy.
Who? The goddamn motherfucking na Batman!
He's a na Batman.
My parademons arrive soon.
Think I haven't planned for this?
Okay, let's check out that Iron Man, but before we do that, I'm just going to run down Batman. Batman, Indomitable Will, got some awesome suit created by the Justice League, and is a master martial artist. I want to see how Iron Man beats this, if he does.
You would be forgiven for doubting the destiny of genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, Tony Stark.
Tony
Yeah, 'cause
Stark,
you can add
bro.
massive prick to that list, too.
Yeah, he
Tony's
is.
parents died when he was still young, leaving the
I didn't know that Doctor Strange and Tony Stark looked the same. First human being to wield the Infinity Gauntlet. Trained by Cap, the Black Widow, and Shang-Chi in combat. Founding member of the Avengers / Illuminati. Basically, genius club of Marvel Universe. Occupation, yeah. Did you know that Tony was adopted?
mind-bogglingly brilliant prodigy to inherit a multi-billion-dollar tech company.
With Mommy and Daddy's purse strings, Tony decided to live it up and down in booze and the ladies.
Debauchery.
Which was problematic considering he made his fortune as a part of a military-industrial complex, selling
Basically
devastating
being an arms
high-tech
dealer.
arms to the highest bidder.
And Tony got to see his handiwork firsthand when it literally blew up in his face.
That's what I call a shrapnel-filled irony bomb.
Tony never had much of a heart to begin with, but after that, he literally had even less. Unlike so many men of weaker spirit, though, Tony refused to give up. He was made of tougher stuff. He was made of iron.
So he built himself a
Well,
robot
technically
suit
catalog,
to
but
bust
still.
the hell out of there. And when he got back to the good old US of A, he devoted his life to protecting the world from the kinds of weapons he helped make.
Yeah, every time he builds a weapon, it always gets used against him. Just do the world a solid and just stop working.
By making an even better robot suit and becoming a superhero.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah, couldn't keep it to yourself, could ya?
Building new suits of armor wasn't just a hobby for Tony, but an obsession. Over the course of his long career as a founding member of the Avengers, he has constructed dozens of different models, which he can call to him at once like
Well
a
over
literal
50.
one-man army.
Most of his armors come with the same basic toolkit: super strength, massively hypersonic flight, and repulsor blast.
Repulsors are extremely dense beams of muons, unstable subatomic particles similar to electrons. They're actually really interesting. See, they're classified as leptons, which don't have any known substructures.
It's a laser.
Basically.
Just suck the fun out of it.
Oh well.
His armors also come with onboard AI, like Friday, which can hack into enemy
even a
technology,
backup AI of
command his other
himself?
suits to fight remotely, and operate down to the picosecond. That's 1/1,000,000th of
Hang
a
on, how many
second.
zeros is that? 12. Okay.
Even outdated armors are strong enough to blow up a chunk of rock as big as Manhattan. By taking a look at its speed, Tony's armor would have had to be hidden with an energy of nearly 300 teratons of TNT. That's
More than anything Batman survived.
3 times stronger than the asteroid that wiped out the
The
dinosaurs.
dinos.
Years spent defending the Earth has conditioned Tony to be prepared for any threat imaginable, and he has an armor for almost any occasion.
He's got an armor to bust bolts, an armor to bust.
Standard, AI companion, repulsor, super strength and flight, model prime, stealth, samurai Hulkbuster, negative energy, remote hacking, godbuster, virtual armor, So, planet-busting space laser? I don't see Batman surviving that.
Thor's, an armor that can turn intangible, a super tiny armor that can mess with your insides, and an armor made of white sticky alien goo. Definitely not legal in all 50 states.
Gross. In order to remain as flexible as possible, though, his standard go-to is the Model Prime. It has all the classic Iron Man staples and has even incorporated size changing for extra strength, an invisible stealth mode,
And a badass lightning samurai sword.
Ninja!
Say
Or
what you want
samurai.
about the smug son of a bitch, but he's definitely got style.
He's looking
and
like the Shredder.
crippling alcoholism. But look who's talking.
Yeah.
It was more than likely that same devil-may-care attitude that led to Tony revealing his secret identity to the world, which I guess had no consequences.
Yeah, if I was an enemy of the Iron Man, I'd probably hire someone to assassinate him in his sleep or when he's out of his suit. Basically, you're basically begging to get shot down. This is not very realistic, unlike Spider-Man, whose identity was revealed during the Civil War series, which led to one more day, and that is one of the worst comics I've ever seen.
Look, Wiz, when you build a space laser strong enough to wipe out alien fleets in one shot, I don't think the Mandarin is going to interrupt your shawarma lunch date.
That space laser is a Dyson sphere, a speculative superstructure that is meant to encircle an entire star and harness its energy. Something only possible by a theoretical Type 2 civilization on the Kardashev scale.
It's basically when you're galaxy-brained enough to draw power from the entire solar system.
Wow.
I know it's comics, but the fact that Tony just has one of these lying around is insane.
How much metal
Known
would you
as
have to
Soul's
spend
Hammer.
to give in to build that thing?
Tony's incomplete sphere is strong enough to destroy a planet at only a 2% charge.
Wow.
Didn't you work on one of those? I remember you talking about how it'd solve your student loan problems once and for all.
On behalf of the families of several planets that no longer exist, I'm not legally at liberty to discuss that.
Years of protecting the world from aliens, gods, and even his friends. All of that stuff wore Tony down and turned him into the one thing he
Yeah.
promised himself he would never become. A narc.
Yeah, he became a pawn of the political government. Civil War, he was the pro-registration side. Tried to capture all his friends and force them into compliance.
Fighting with U.S. government's enforcement of the Superhuman Registration Act led to a literal civil war between superheroes. It wouldn't be his last.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
it
that,
did
and it won't
prove
be
he-
that one won't be his last either. Civil War 3, people. Do it. Hashtag Civil War 3.
Could hang with the best of them. He's beaten
Waged civil wars against Captain America. Okay, fair enough. Captain Marvel? Wow. He's beat Reed Richards in chess, made the Sentry Blade, basically Marvel Superman, isolated a command signal in picoseconds. Don't know, that's 12 again. Survived nuclear explosions. He created a clone of Thor. Bet that guy wasn't happy about it. He destroyed the Phoenix Force and defeated the Mandarin. Thanos. Yeah, that guy. Koravik and Ultron. Ooh. Man, there's a lot on this guy's resume.
in America in hand-to-hand combat, survived blows from Thor, and even took down the World Breaker Hulk.
He even matched Magneto. Magneto, the guy that controls metal, the thing that surrounds Tony's entire body, by amplifying his power with Jupiter's magnetic field.
Wow.
And then Max punched it with the power of the sun, and it was like, no big deal. There really doesn't seem to be a limit to how insane Tony's tech gets. In the movies, this is the same guy that figured out time travel just sitting around one evening. In the time it takes me to down a beer, Tony's already shattered the laws of physics. Yeah, sure. Go to the Middle Ages and play nights with Dr. Doom, you scamp.
Perhaps his greatest invention of all, however, was the E-scape, an entire virtual universe where the only limit is his imagination.
Wow.
And because Tony's nothing if not predictable, he made an armor out of it. That's right, he made an armor out of a universe.
This virtual armor is composed of solid holograms that can form any weapon Tony can think of. But even it likely cannot compare to the armor Tony created inside
And
the
that isn't his best. Wow. Okay, I don't see Bats winning this.
E-scape, the Godbuster.
It's literally
Godbuster!
Iron Man going Super Saiyan. The Godbuster was so powerful it destroyed the entire E-scape in a single blast, along with the AI controlling all of it.
An earlier iteration of the Godbuster was able to stand up to Celestials, cosmic gods that can warp reality, like Galactus, Odin, and Franklin, who can threaten...
Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards and Susan Storm. Odin in the Destroyer armor, and Galactus, who is a planet-busting guy by himself. He eats planets for lunch.
the multiverse with their power.
So it lives up to the friggin' name in case you were wondering. But it isn't that kind of power that makes Tony special. After a life spent wallowing in vice and pleasure, Tony rebuilt himself into a man he could be proud of. Someone who could sacrifice everything to save the world.
I suppose underneath it all, that man of iron had a heart of gold.
You want my property? You can't have it. But I did you a big favor. I have successfully privatized world peace.
No, you didn't.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want the same level of confidence as these two billionaires, check out Blue Chew.
Okay, time for me to go through this. Batman's the better martial artist, and he's got made a suit be made by the Justice League, but Iron Man's got a godbuster, created an entire universe that shattered it all, and has defeated similar level beings. I want to say Batman will win. I like Batman more than I do Iron Man, but I don't see Iron Man losing this, so I gotta go with Iron Man on this one. Let's just skip the ad. We already did that earlier. So, let's begin. Oh. Up in the Justice League Watchtower, I think. What music is this? Oh, hey, Iron Man.
Hey, Bats! Now, I can respect a man with a healthy sense of paranoia and billions to spare, but Steve and Nat are really up my ass about this. Take the Watchtower offline now.
Bruce, you don't want this fight, Tony. It'll be the biggest mistake of your life.
Really?
Clark, do you read me? The Watchtower is being attacked.
Seriously, Bats? I figured out hacking in the 2nd grade. How do you think?
Okay. Was he really talking to Clark? Or no, I think that's Iron Man.
Sorry.
Just put on your suits already. Your standard suit doesn't stand a chance against him.
Really, Bruce? This thick? I thought we were grown-ups here.
Ready when you are.
Whoa! There you go.
Friday, I need Soul's Hammer online pronto. Match my coordinates. I'll try to... Oh.
He used the Watchtower as a thing! You didn't need to do that. Oh, that poor car.
What did you expect? I am Batman.
Yeah, and he's Iron Man.
And I am Iron Man. I've got a suit for everything, Bats, including busting wannabe gods like you.
Yeah, 50 against 1. Not exactly a fair fight. Watch Batman take out an army.
Bust this.
Oof. Beam of war! He's Batman. There's Bruce.
Had to divert some power to hacking that suit. Like I said, 2nd grade. Friday,
he did
fire the hammer!
You think he'd put anti-hacking software in that thing? Whilst you were in it. Okay, I wouldn't do that if you were in the vicinity.
No more armors, Tony. Just you and me. Man to man.
Yeah, I doubt
Well, man to genius billionaire playboy.
that. Ooh, shut him up. Yeah, Batman's definitely the better combatant.
Just one more. Model 58, the nano armor. Snuck it into your body back on the Watchtower. Friday, initiate self-destruct.
No, that won't be enough. Is that
Friday,
enough?
I could really use a drink.
That is it. What?
Okay.
No final bat? What? Man, that is kind of anticlimactic. I didn't expect it to end that way. That was kind of disappointing. I expected... We saw the hell bat, but the final bat? Okay, I'm just confused. Maybe they both look so similar I didn't notice. But carry on. I knew Iron Man... I predicted Iron Man would win. Let's find out why.
Come on! You know if they fought naked, Batman would have beat the shit out of him.
While Batman is a character defined by his tenacity, preparedness, and utter genius,
Yeah.
so is Tony Stark. So neither could rely on that skill set alone to pull them through.
True.
And it shouldn't come as a surprise. Batman's standard batsuit couldn't quite hold up to the firepower of even the
Yeah, I said that earlier. The Batman suit didn't stand up to the Iron Man suit.
most basic Iron Man armors. The batsuit is surprisingly tough, sure, but it isn't taking hits from a dude that can punch
Yeah,
apart
it's
Manhattan.
beyond anything he can
And
endure.
despite bats having a ton of nifty gadgets, Iron Man's armors were way more varied and
Versatile.
powerful. With so many unique and often alien abilities, there was no way bats could predict all of them.
With time, he could certainly figure out a plan of attack, but since Tony is just as much a genius schemer as Batman, he could do the same.
There are lots of cases where he would have won, especially with his ace
Okay, so I wasn't wrong to think Batman could have won, so... Yeah, crippling over specialization again.
to the hole, the Hellbat.
The Hellbat's raw power and speed
Oh, that was the
absolutely
Hellbat.
dwarfed the majority of Iron Man's arsenal, and could have killed him immediately were it not for Tony's own trump cards.
Like the Godbuster, which was definitely strong enough to contend with it. The Hellbat could take on Darkseid, but a weaker version of the Godbuster could hold its own against Celestial.
Darkseid was a being capable of threatening the multiverse with his power and moving many times faster than light, but the Celestials were capable of the same.
With an armor that strong, Tony could buy himself enough
Yeah,
time
they
to
were
break
equal,
out all
but
his other
Batman-
tricks,
but
like
Iron Man had
sneaking
more
nano armors
versatility.
into Batman's body, phasing through him with ghost tech, draining the Hellbat's power, or just hacking his suit and shutting it off.
And with an army of armors at his beck and call, Tony could certainly hold Batman off long enough to employ those strategies. Hell, since he can control them remotely, he technically didn't even need to be there and put himself in harm's way.
True.
And remember, the Hellbat used Batman's own life force as a battery.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He needed to end the fight quick or else his own armor would kill him first. With Tony throwing an army at him, he didn't have a good way of doing
do that by
Tony
himself.
just had way too much shit to throw at Batman, while Batman didn't have the time or options he needed to keep up.
Batman may have been a god among men, but Iron Man's wealth of gadgets, insanely powerful tech, and greater mechanical experience allowed him to crush the Caped Crusader.
Yeah, Iron Man just had everything he needed. Batman could have won this had he had more time for prep, and he probably could have created a strategy that could have worked, but Iron Man was just better than him in everything that mattered. Well done, Tony. You won this one.
You might think it's an injustice that Batman's gonna need avenging, but Iron Man was in a whole nother league.
Puns. Okay, let's figure out who's
The
next.
winner is Iron Man.
Well done, Tony. Who's going to be battling
Hey
next?
everybody, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you're looking for something
Chad.
else to watch, we just released a brand new show called Last Laugh on Rooster Teeth. It's all
I'll check
about
that
people
out.
trying to make each other laugh and everybody trying not to. Check it out by clicking the box below me.
I will.
Thanks.
Who's next? Wait, Goku Black? Flash? Reverse Flash? Oh my god! Okay, I'm so going to be watching that later. Okay, I'd like to say thank you everyone for watching this death battle with me. I'm going to be watching the Goku Black versus Reverse Flash soon. I hope you join me along the way. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.